My name's Ross Purviance, and this is the Zyac message prediction for 2014 sometime. It's February that this is taken. Whether the prediction happens for February, that's another story, who knows. But actually, generally it would be, because, well, this is January 29th right now. And the way we play the Zyac game is turn the buttons over and then we mix them up some more, like so. It helps to talk while you're mixing, because then it just, you know, you're not focused on the buttons. Anyway, either way, whatever works. So this replaces the Ouija board. The Ouija board was brought in a lot of terror and negatives. It opened a lot of negative portals. This gets rid of those negative portals and sets the stage and opens positive portals. The Zyac game, you'll see, we use the pendulum, and we get some very profound messages. So now that we've mixed them up, we randomly placed them on the board here, these buttons, anywhere. And then we'll see how, I'll show you how the game's played. Anyway, the heyday of the Ouija board was the 20s and 30s. They had the roaring 20s, that was out of balance. And they had the despicable 30s, which was total tyranny worldwide. You had Stalin, Mao, Hitler, Franco, Mussolini, Roosevelt. Roosevelt put Mao in power, by the way. The Flying Tigers were fighting for communism. You can look up the real history on that one. So we put the stones up like so, and this is our pendulum right here, and this is our marking pen, of course, and here's the paper we're going to write on. Predictions. The Zyac game, by the way, I'm the inventor, and you can contact me if you want to, if you think you might want to make a business of it. But Zyac, patent pending, and February 2014 prediction. Okay, so the first thing we do is we're going to ask, is it odd or even, the number of character sets? Oh, it wants to go even. Okay. I'm going to ask 4 or 6. Usually goes 6, but oh, it looks like it's just going to be a 4. Okay, 4 characters sets. So Zyac's giving the message, so we're going to put Z4. You can do this on your own and tune into your own personal guides or personal ultra-dimensional team, and just ask them to give you some information, kind of like your guardian angels. So anyway, the first question we ask now, is it left side or right side? Left side. So I'm going to ask, so it's going to be on these 5, so I'm going to ask which side on the left side. I mean, which now we're looking for the row, which row? No, we're looking for the column, that's right. Okay. Column is 2, so it's going to be this column. We put down a 2. Now we're going to find the row. I'm going to start over here and see what happens. It wants to go to 1. Alright, try it over here then. Okay, it's 1. These stones are too far apart. I'm going to put them closer. So it looks like it's 1. Yeah. Okay, so the first character set is 21. It's just one character. It's going to be column 2, row 1. 21 right here. Now we ask which side, right or left? Left side again. Three, 2. See that? It's going to 3. 3 first and then 2. Spread them a little apart. Pendulum has all the patience in the world, so you can keep asking as long as you want to clarify it. There it goes, 30. It's 3 and 2. So it's 3/2 with a check over it. So that's the second character set has at least 2 characters in it. It's going to be 1, 2, or 4 characters. So that's 3 first and then 2. So it's going to be third column first and then the second one. And now we'll find the row. Start over here. And it's 1. It's going to be row 1. So we put down 1. That's 21 twice. Okay, good enough. And then now we look, ask right side or left side. Okay, it's breaking here. So that's right in the middle. So that means there's a dotted line now. So there's a break. Now something I want to explain here. It could have easily have said, if it was appropriate for the message, it could have gone right in between the 2 and 3 like that. In which case, that would have had a B over it instead of a check, which would have meant 2 is first and then 3 second, and it switches around too. 3 is first and then 2 is second, so it has a dual. You can do it. It is meant that both are first, in other words, B for both. So now we're going to find the 2 other character sets, and so we ask right side or left side. Right side. It's going over here. Okay, 6. So right to the end here, that would be the 6th column. It's on the right side. It's the first column on the right side, so that'd be this one, which is the 6th column overall. So we put down a 6 and find the row. We'll start over here. Okay. 63. So we put down a 3. Now the last character set, this is the final one. Right side or left side? Right side. And it's still staying over here, so it's one of these. Nine. Is it 9 and 10? Yeah. So it's both? Okay. Is it one or the other or both? Both? Which one's first? Okay, there it is right there. See, it's going between both of them. So that means it's 9 and 10 are first. 9's first and then 10's first, so it goes both ways. So you put 9/10 and put a B over it. I circled a B just for the heck of it. Just to kind of center it. You can center the B with the circle just to. So it's going to be 9th and 10th column. And now we find the row. One. Row 1. Is that right? Okay, that's my yes when it goes back and forth, so I'm asking, is that right? It's row 1. So it's saying yeah. Okay, so it's 1. We've got a lot of row 1s here. Okay, so now we uncover the message, and I'll show you how that is right here. 21 is right here. H for happy or have, perhaps. 31, it could be initials. 31 HOH. Oh, that's a good one. HOH. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's significant. I recommend read the January Zyac predictions. It had V8 for January, and now it has HOH. So maybe you want to run your V8 engine on water. Might be a good idea. There are ways to do it. HOH, that's separating the hydrogen from the oxygen, and then if you can do that while your car is running, you got yourself running on hydrogen, and that's pretty cool. Okay, so, and it is in that you see the check over here, that's 31, that's O, so it is that sequence, in that order, HOH. So we'll put that down. And for you, it also could mean happy. O is world, happy world, happy. So that's how it's meant to be. So There's a lot of meanings to this. You can might have initials that have significance for you. There's a lot of people this message is for, and it's personal as well. Now we find the 63 spot. This would be the 6th column, and this is the 3rd row. X, that's X for time. It's time, or it's crossing over, perhaps. So we put X here, and it's going to be interesting to see what 91 is and 92. And look, it's forming a pyramid. See that? Crossing to the 5th dimension. It's time to cross from the 3rd dimension over to the 5th. Okay, 91 is so we have RF there, and 91 is R, and 10-1 is F, so we put it down. It's both ways. It's RF and it's also FR. So we put that down. So and like I said, these could have, you could have your own personal message as well. You can look at it both ways as well. So it's interesting how symmetrical it is, and it's a pyramid. You can check my other videos and see that I'm into pyramids, so quite interesting. This could have, for example, this could have some meaning for me. R is Ross, that's me, and then RF is radio frequencies. This could be telling me it's time for radio frequencies. It's time for me to get that podcast I've been talking about. And HOH, I've been thinking about that. Anyway, so I mean, here's an example. In 1999, I saw on the back page of Popular Science magazine, which is I wouldn't trust getting it now. It seems all fascist publication in my opinion. But in 99, it was they had 100 Japanese inventors had hydrogen, had invention to run a car 100% on hydrogen. That's 100 different Japanese inventors in 1999. I remember that issue of Popular Science. Anyway, that's the message. You can take your own information from that, and you get an idea how the Zyac game works. This appears to be a quite personal message for me. It has the symmetry, it has the pyramid, and it has a lot of information. And you can look at it this way: time for RF. You could look at it that way. FR is 4. These could be initials. Time for radio frequencies. Okay. Okay, that's another thing I would mention too. I recommend Coast to Coast AM radio. Very good, and also alternative radio. You might like Alex Jones and what he has to say, and I guess a lot of announcers, a lot of people are switching over to alternative. I'm not into the scene too much. I listen to Coast to Coast mostly. Coast to Coast AM. So maybe it's time for me to pitch the Coast to Coast and alternative radio. Definitely good idea. So, and again, you have your own interpretations. So have fun with it, enjoy, and have a good day.